Today, I'm going to show you how to reset your ruined nonstick pan back to brand new condition using basic white vinegar and baking soda from your pantry. But if you just boil these two ingredients and start scrubbing, you will permanently destroy whatever Teflon is left. There's a precise 3-step decarbonization and thermal sealing protocol you must follow. I will show you that exact 10-minute execution shortly, but first you need to understand the invisible scam the cookware industry is running on you. This is the lost blueprint. An egg fries on your pan without a single drop of oil, sliding like it is on ice. But a week ago, this exact same pan burned everything it touched. You threw it in the trash and bought a replacement for $50. You're conditioned to believe that when a non-stick pan starts sticking, the Teflon or ceramic coating is permanently destroyed. The cookware industry has built this lie into a multi-billion-dollar business model. We are going to bypass their scam entirely using white vinegar, baking soda, coarse salt, and cooking oil. But throwing these in a pan randomly is a fatal mistake. Without the precise thermal sequence I am about to reveal, you will ruin the pan worse than it already is. The global kitchenware industry generates billions annually from planned obsolescence. Brands like Calphalon, Tefal, and All-Clad need you throwing your pan in the trash every 2 years. If you knew how to keep a single pan functioning flawlessly indefinitely, their recurring revenue model would completely collapse. They have engineered a system of chemical ignorance. Every pan you discard is profit. Every replacement purchase is victory for them. The grand lie they tell you is that your coating is scratched or dead. It almost never is. What actually happens is that microscopic invisible molecules of fat overheat, polymerize, and turn into hard carbon. This carbon blocks the micropores of the nonstick surface, creating an invisible rough texture. That roughness is what grabs your food. You cannot see it with the naked eye. The pan looks fine. But at the molecular level, it has become sandpaper. The cartel will never tell you how to dissolve this carbon because doing so would destroy their business model. Here is the exact chemistry. When you cook with fats and oils, they have specific smoke points. Butter smokes at 350 degrees Fahrenheit, olive oil at 400 degrees. When you exceed these temperatures, the fat molecules break down and polymerize. Polymerization is a chemical process where small molecules link together into long chains. These chains become solid carbon deposits. On your pan surface, this creates an invisible layer of hardened carbon. This layer fills the microscopic texture of the nonstick coating. It transforms the smooth hydrophobic surface into a rough hydrophilic surface that grabs food. The nonstick coating itself is not damaged. Teflon and ceramic coatings are extremely durable. They withstand high temperatures. They resist scratching from normal cooking utensils. What kills their performance is carbon buildup. This buildup is reversible. The carbon can be dissolved and removed. The surface can be restored. But the cookware industry will never tell you this because restoration eliminates replacement sales. Furthermore, they subtly encourage you to destroy your own pans by telling you they are dishwasher safe. This is deliberate sabotage. Dishwasher detergents are highly alkaline. They contain strong bases like sodium carbonate and sodium hydroxide. These chemicals act like liquid sandpaper on non-stick surfaces. They chemically erode the coating. They accelerate the carbon polymerization process. Every dishwasher cycle degrades your pan faster. The manufacturers know this. They label pans dishwasher safe anyway because faster degradation means faster replacement purchases. Professional chefs never use dishwashers for cookware. They hand wash immediately after cooking. They understand surface chemistry. They know that alkaline detergents destroy non-stick coatings. But this knowledge is kept within professional kitchens. Consumer marketing deliberately hides it. The dishwasher safe label is a planned obsolescence mechanism disguised as convenience. Now I'm going to give you the exact 3-step decarbonization and thermal sealing protocol. This is the precise execution that restores your pan to brand new condition. Follow these steps exactly. Deviating will damage the pan permanently. Step 1 is the acid-base carbon lift. Pour 1 cup of white vinegar into the damaged pan. Add 2 tablespoons of baking soda. The mixture will fizz violently. This is carbon dioxide gas being produced. Place the pan on your stove over medium heat. Bring the mixture to a gentle boil. Maintain the boil for exactly 10 minutes. Set a timer. Do not skip this. The chemistry happening is critical. Vinegar is acetic acid. Baking soda is sodium bicarbonate, a weak base. When combined and heated, they react to produce carbon dioxide, water, and sodium acetate. The expanding carbon dioxide bubbles physically lift polymerized carbon deposits away from the pan surface. Simultaneously, the acetic acid partially dissolves the carbon. The combination of chemical dissolution and physical lifting breaks the carbon's grip on the nonstick coating. The 10-minute duration is essential. Surface carbon lifts quickly. Deeper carbon requires sustained exposure. By 10 minutes, even heavily damaged pans show dramatic improvement. After exactly 10 minutes, turn off the heat, pour out the vinegar mixture. You will see brown or black residue in the liquid. This is dissolved carbon. Rinse the pan thoroughly with hot water. Let it cool for 2 to 3 minutes. Do not proceed while the pan is extremely hot. Thermal shock can damage coatings. Step 2 is microabrasion carbon removal. While the pan is still warm but not scorching hot, sprinkle a generous amount of coarse salt across the cooking surface. Use kosher salt or sea salt. Table salt is too fine. Take a soft cloth or paper towel and scrub the salt across the pan in firm circular motions. Apply moderate pressure. The salt acts as a microscopic abrasive. Each salt crystal is hard but small enough not to scratch Teflon or ceramic. They scrub away the loosened carbon without damaging the underlying coating. This is critical. Metal scrubbers would destroy the surface. Salt is gentle enough to preserve the coating while aggressive enough to remove carbon. As you scrub, the salt will turn gray or black. This is carbon being physically removed. Continue scrubbing for 2 to 3 minutes, covering the entire cooking surface. Add more salt if needed. Once the salt stops turning black, you have removed all the loosened carbon. Rinse the pan thoroughly with hot water. Inspect the surface. It should look noticeably cleaner. The texture should feel smoother to the touch. If stubborn spots remain, repeat step 1 and step 2. Most pans restore completely in one treatment. Heavily neglected pans may require 2 cycles. Step 3 is the thermal seal. This is the professional chef's secret that completes the restoration. Many people skip this step and wonder why their pan still sticks slightly. The thermal seal is mandatory. Dry the pan completely with a clean towel. Place it on your stove over medium-low heat to evaporate any remaining moisture. Once bone dry, add a tiny amount of high smoke point cooking oil. Canola, grapeseed, or avocado oil work perfectly. You need less than half a teaspoon for a standard 10-inch pan. Use a paper towel to spread the oil across the entire cooking surface. The oil layer should be almost invisible. Excess oil creates sticky residue. Increase the heat to medium-high. Watch the oil carefully. It will begin to shimmer. Then it will start smoking very slightly. The moment you see light smoke, turn off the heat immediately. Leave the pan on the burner to cool naturally. Do not wipe away the oil. What just happened is critical chemistry. At high temperature, the oil molecules polymerize. They cross-link and form a thin, hard, slick layer bonded to the pan surface at the molecular level. This layer seals the micropores of the non-stick coating. It creates a fresh protective barrier. This is identical to seasoning cast iron. The chemistry is the same. Oil polymerization creates a durable non-stick surface. Allow the pan to cool completely on the burner. This takes 10 to 15 minutes. Do not rush this. As it cools, the polymerized oil layer hardens and bonds permanently. Once fully cooled, your pan is reset. The non-stick performance is restored. Eggs will slide. Food will release cleanly. The pan functions like new. The financial impact of this knowledge is significant. A quality non-stick pan costs $30 to $100. Most households use multiple pans. Replacing them every 2 to 3 years costs hundreds annually. Over a lifetime, this totals thousands of dollars. The chemical reset costs 50 cents per treatment. Vinegar, baking soda, and salt are kitchen staples. Most people already own them. Even purchasing specifically for this purpose costs under $2 total. A single pan can be reset dozens of times. The savings are enormous. Beyond money, there's environmental impact. Discarded cookware fills landfills. Teflon and ceramic coatings do not biodegrade. They persist for centuries. Manufacturing replacement pans consumes energy and resources. Mining aluminum, processing coatings, and shipping finished products create massive carbon footprints. By extending pan lifespan indefinitely, you reduce waste dramatically. 1 pan lasting 20 years instead of 2 prevents 9 pans from entering landfills. The broader lesson is about manufactured helplessness. Corporations profit by convincing you that fixing things is impossible, that replacement is inevitable, that you need experts or new products to solve problems. But most household issues have simple chemical or mechanical solutions. The knowledge exists. It has been systematically hidden. Professional chefs know these techniques. They teach them in culinary schools, but this information never reaches consumers. The industry prefers ignorance. The modern world convinced you that kitchenware is disposable, that coatings die mysteriously, that replacement is the only solution. But professional chefs have known for centuries that surfaces can be maintained indefinitely with proper chemistry. This knowledge was deliberately hidden from you. The cookware cartel needed you buying new pans constantly. They engineered a system of planned obsolescence disguised as progress. They labeled pans dishwasher safe, knowing it would destroy them. They marketed new coatings as improvements, while the chemistry remained identical. They built a multi-billion-dollar industry on your ignorance. By applying this exact 50-cent chemical protocol, you refuse to participate in forced consumerism. You rescue your tools. You save hundreds of dollars over a decade. You stop enriching corporations that intentionally design their products to become landfill waste. The bottle of vinegar under your sink is more powerful than $1 billion in cookware marketing. Because the truth is simple. When you understand carbon polymerization and thermal sealing, You do not need their replacements. This is the lost blueprint. The vault is open. The knowledge is yours. Take your kitchen independence back.